Mike Tyson est le seul poids lourd à affirmer pouvoir battre n'importe quel homme sur son propre terrain, et il est prêt à le prouver. Le combat du 1er août 1987 a représenté un moment décisif dans sa carrière, avec tout en jeu, deux champions invaincus s'affrontaient pour la suprématie absolue des poids lourds au Hilton Hotel de Las Vegas. Tony TNT Tucker n'était pas un adversaire ordinaire. Il mesurait plus d'1,90 m avec une allonge intimidante et une confiance proche de l'arrogance. Tucker s'était fait une place grâce à son talent et sa discipline en devenant champion de l'IBF après avoir vaincu James Buster Douglas. Son record impeccable de 34 victoires sans défaite parlait pour lui et son style élégant et technique lui donnait un air de supériorité. Il croyait sincèrement pouvoir être l'homme qui mettrait fin à l'ascension fulgurante de Tyson, ce jeune destructeur qui semblait invincible. De son côté, Mike Tyson arrivait avec une mission, unifier les ceintures et devenir le champion incontesté le plus jeune de l'histoire. À seulement 21 ans, il avait déjà conquis les titres WBC et WBA et visait maintenant celui de l'IBF détenu par Tucker. Sa réputation était celle d'un prédateur, rapide, explosif, imprévisible. Il avait écrasé des rivaux tels que Trevor Berbick, Pinklon Thomas et James Smith, démontrant que sa puissance ne connaissait aucune limite. L'atmosphère ce soir-là était électrique. Tyson, avec son regard glacial habituel, ne clignait pas des yeux pendant que Tucker affichait un sourire plein de mépris. C'était une guerre psychologique avant même le premier coup de poing. Tous deux savaient que le vainqueur serait le champion absolu des poids lourds du monde. Tyson sortit de son coin avec son agressivité habituelle, réduisant la distance dès la première seconde. Tucker utilisa son allonge et son jab pour le maintenir à distance, réussissant à placer quelques coups précis qui freinèrent momentanément l'assaut. Mais Tyson ne recula pas. Sa pression était constante, sa défense impénétrable. À la fin du round, Tucker comprit que chaque seconde face à lui serait une véritable guerre.
Tucker said when we talked to him, he said, I'm not worried about what he's going to do to me, I'm worried about what I'm going to do to him. That's confidence. Another right hand. And another right hand by Tucker. That was a left hand by Tyson. You know what's happening? Every time Mike reaches in, Tony comes with the right hand, a counter right hand. Here we go. Again, a right hand, but he took a right from Tyson. And another big right by Mike Tyson. Did a very good first round for both men, and particularly for Tucker. A great left hand at the bell by Tyson. Oh, Tony Tucker is a 10-1 underdog. He wasn't 10-1 in that round.
Tucker tenta de prendre confiance et lança des combinaisons rapides, surprenant Tyson avec une droite qui le fit reculer légèrement. Le public réagit aussitôt, mais le jeune champion répondit avec rage. Tyson augmenta le rythme, referma les espaces et força Tucker à reculer. Le rythme était brutal et la tension dans l'arène devenait insoutenable.
And he's following up with left uppercut, left hook. Led with the left uppercut that time. Just has to keep those hands out. You know, Ray, I harken back to your fight with Marvin Hagler, where after the first round, there was no question in my mind, at least, that your confidence just really surged, and you have to think the same thing about Tony Tucker. He's using his height, his reach. Good body shot by Tyson. That's exactly what Kevin Rooney was telling him to do in the corner. Tyson changed. Tyson is trying to slow Tucker down by body shots. Tyson, two good jabs. That was a good example. That uppercut was going to do the job over and over again. That was a left hand by Tyson, but it did not appear to hurt Tucker.
Tyson changea de stratégie et commença à attaquer le corps. Ses crochets au torse résonnaient comme des coups de tonnerre dans l'arène. Tucker tenait bon, mais chaque impact semblait lui voler un peu d'air. Il tenta de maintenir Tyson à distance avec son jab, mais cela ne suffisait plus. La domination physique du champion était évidente et chaque accrochage révélait la pression à laquelle Tucker était soumis.
There was a good right hand again by Tucker. In close, catching Tyson on the way in. He's finished with the left hook there. What's allowing Tony Tucker to get that hook and that uppercut in? What's happening is the lateral movement that Tucker has, his jab, he's catching Mike as Mike's going in with coming in with his head. The uppercut has been doing a tremendous and very effective job here. That was a good left hand, and that staggered Tony Tucker. Crowd booing the tactics of Tony Tucker, but I'm not sure. You don't disagree with those? I don't disagree at all because Tony's been tying his man up. There was a good right hand by Tucker again, but they're uppercuts, Barry. You notice they're uppercuts. There has to be concern now in Tyson's corner. This is the most competitive fight he has ever been.
Tucker essaya de reprendre le contrôle grâce à son mouvement et sa technique, mais Tyson le traquait comme un prédateur. À chaque pas en arrière, le jeune champion le rattrapait avec des combinaisons courtes. Tucker réussit à placer un uppercut, mais Tyson encaissa le coup sans broncher. Le rythme du combat n'était imposé que par un seul homme, Tyson.
Tony Tucker. There was a big left hand by Tyson. And that was the one big punch. And another one. You see, this is what Tyson wanted. He wanted Tucker to stand there and exchange punch for punch. In this case, normally, Tyson comes out on top. Get him up, Tucker, come on. Take it downstairs sometimes. He needs to throw a jab downstairs, bring it back up to the head. There's the right hand again by Tyson. Tucker appears unhurt again. Definitely has his legs back under him after being hurt earlier in this round. What a good shot. And Tyson with another left hand. Tyson has settled down in that round, going for a long fight now. Now he knows he just has to fight him, hit him, and if the knockout comes, it comes.
Le représentant de l'IBF tenta de garder la distance, mais Tyson le repoussa contre les cordes avec une rafale explosive. Le public se leva à chaque frappe. Tucker répondit avec des saisies et des déplacements latéraux, mais la puissance de Tyson commençait à s'imposer. Sa domination physique était totale et son regard froid disait tout. Le combat était sous contrôle.
Tyson got the better of that exchange. I noticed that Tony Tucker's left hand is starting to jump. That could be very, very inviting for a counter right hand. A lead-off right. There's the left hook. There was a right hand in close by Tyson. We have to see more combinations if you want to get Tucker and get him out of there. I think Tucker, on the other hand, is fighting a superb job. He's doing a superb job.
Tyson intensifia la pression. Les coups au corps de Tucker devenaient de plus en plus durs et sa défense commençait à se désintégrer. Tucker, montrant un vrai cœur de champion, résistait tant bien que mal, mais ses mouvements devenaient plus lents. Tyson le suivait comme une ombre, lui coupant les angles et le frappant sans relâche. Ce n'était plus qu'une question de temps.
That was an interesting scenario. Tucker was trying to get his handlers and seconds out of the ring. The bell had rung. They were so excited about the prospect of possibly winning the fight, they forgot to put his mouthpiece in. You can understand now, Ray, why Michael Spinks didn't want to fight Tony Tucker. So I think Tony Tucker has surprised a lot of people. Right hand by Tyson. Tucker's going to want him not to tie his man up, which I think is a good move because it doesn't allow Tyson to punch, but instead they wanted to push Tyson off and go at him, which I think would be a costly mistake. Well, pushing a man off doesn't necessarily help because you expending energy by pushing a man off. Right hand by Tyson, back Tucker up. And what Mike has to do is move to his left to cut his man off. Tyson looks right now like he's in it for the long haul here. And there was a big right hand. Tucker says, no, I'm not hurt. I've always found that to mean I'm hurt. He took another right hand, got cute, and paid the price.
I think he's watched my fight before.
Yeah, I think he has too. I think his timing is not as good as yours.
Let's take a look at that right hand that Mike Tyson got in. Yeah, you see him use the left hand just as a way to get in and then firing the right behind it. Now, this is good fighting now that he's settled down. The great fighters don't go out looking for a quick knockout. The great fighters go out and fight. And when the opportunity for the big punch comes in, they take it.
Tucker eut un bref moment de répit en plaçant une belle combinaison, mais Tyson ne sembla même pas réagir. En quelques secondes, il répondit par une tempête de coups qui repoussa de nouveau Tucker contre les cordes. La résistance de Tucker était admirable, mais la domination du jeune champion était totale.
But his jab does allow him to work in. But there was a rumor about Tucker's right hand, that he had injured his right hand, and that's why he backed off training for the last few days.
That was 3 consecutive left hooks thrown by Tony Tucker. You don't see that from a big man. Not in a heavyweight. They don't throw those kind of punches.
Once again, Tucker trying to get cute, and again getting the worst of it, still mugging with Tyson, which brings the crowd alive.
Well, when you do that, and I know from experience because I invented it, you got to be very careful because you're so vulnerable for a counterpunch.
La fatigue se faisait sentir chez Tucker. Son jab avait perdu en vitesse et en précision. Tyson, en revanche, restait solide, avançant sans cesse avec des combinaisons courtes et puissantes. Chaque coup résonnait dans l'arène, et même si Tucker refusait de tomber, le contrôle du combat appartenait désormais à un seul homme.
Mike Tyson because he's doing a combination again. Well, in a fight of this intensity, this magnitude, when you're fighting, you really don't feel it because those adrenaline's flowing, and you don't feel the pain.
He did throw a right uppercut there, which missed.
His knees seem to buckle for a second.
Right hand up on the top of the head.
Tucker continuait de reculer, essayant simplement de survivre. Tyson avançait d'un pas mesuré, esquivant les coups et répondant avec une précision chirurgicale. La différence de puissance était flagrante. Tucker s'accrochait pour reprendre son souffle, mais Tyson ne lui laissait aucun répit. L'arbitre dut intervenir à plusieurs reprises pour les séparer.
Tyson's getting off quicker with his jab now.
Good, short, strong, fast left jab of Mike Tyson. Now it appears the instinct for self-preservation has kicked in with Tucker. More interested in defending himself than in attacking his opponent.
Tyson dominait complètement. Tucker lançait des coups plus par orgueil que par conviction. Chaque fois qu'il tentait de contre-attaquer, Tyson le stoppait net avec un crochet ou une série de coups au corps. Le public réclamait le knockout, mais Tucker restait debout, encaissant le châtiment avec un courage impressionnant.
Is a key factor in judging a fight. I really do believe that since about the 5th round, Mike Tyson has been in charge of the fight.
He has been the aggressor. Mike has not been able to land the kind of punches we've seen in the past. And the reason for that is because of the way that Tony Tucker has approached this fight. All right. He needs to throw that short jab, then step. Like that. Throw a jab, then step in. Get close. Now come.
There it was.
That's what you have to do. This jab will get him closer to the taller man, Tucker, and then he can throw his punches. Once again, though, you see what's happening here. Then he gets in.
Now he's not following time. Now he's inside again. The jab once again is effective.
Tyson contrôlait désormais le rythme du combat et gérait son énergie. Tucker n'avait plus ni la vitesse ni la puissance nécessaire pour rivaliser. Les frappes de Tyson étaient précises, lourdes et continues. Le champion savait que la victoire était acquise, mais il ne relâcha jamais la pression jusqu'à la dernière seconde.
Just check out Tony Tucker. He's a man of confidence.
All right, both of you, come on, this box a little bit. Tony, quick grab it. Come on, come on, let's go.
Tucker, épuisé, tenta simplement de survivre. Tyson conclut le combat avec une séquence de combinaisons qui fit trembler l'arène. Aucun des deux hommes ne tomba, mais tout le monde savait qui avait gagné. La décision fut unanime. Mike Tyson, champion incontesté des poids lourds du monde.
Tucker won the title against Buster Douglas. I felt that he needed more experience to deal with Mike Tyson. That he wasn't strong enough. He'll have the experience to deal with Mike Tyson. I said, it's probably a blowout. But he said, so what with these so-called experts? I'm going to show you. And this is what he did tonight. And he has. Even if he loses the fight, he's probably made more friends than he has in the 34 wins that he's had. Friends and believers. And a guy who wasn't in there just to survive either. Crowd getting a little tired of that. Tucker seems to be fighting the kind of fight that he thinks he's winning. That was a big left hand. Tucker says, no, I'm all right. I'm all right. Tyson's finishing with a flourish. And so is Tucker. Great finish. It's over. Well,
for the winner by unanimous decision and undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.